Good evening. It is now 10 o'clock on, I believe today is still the 6th, April the 6th. Sorry, I got donuts in my mouth. Those kind of donuts. Anyway, so I just got finished watching Web of Lies. And so this video is about that. I honestly, truly to God, hope that they find a way to pass a law that lets people who catfish people, because I've been a victim of this, and I hope I'm not being another victim of this, to go to jail and like do hard time. Because playing with somebody's heart, man, you could get somebody fucked up, or worse, you can get somebody fucking killed. The episode that I just watched, this dude went from Michigan to California to kill a chick because some dude in South Africa hacked her shit and used her. This dude fell in love with her. I'm kind of in the same situation, but I've been catfished before, and I'm hoping that this isn't happening now because I don't need this shit. I'm hoping that Nicole is really a real person, among other things, because I've pretty much done everything this guy's done. So, I'm hoping like hell that this girl's real. My God, and that she's coming next week or whatever. But to think that, that this isn't a legal crime kind of fucks you up a bit. So I'm thinking that, I think that there should be a law. I think it should be worldwide and universal so that this doesn't happen like ever to anyone ever again. Because this guy really tried to hurt this couple. And I wouldn't go that far. But I would find a way to travel to the country where the person catfished me at. And I would throw that motherfucker a beating. Especially if it's a dude, man. Because I'm an ugly man. And I don't deny it. So, having a hot chick fall for me, it's kind of, it's a little suspicious. So I'm hoping that this is real and that it really does work out in my favor. But in that whole concept, this girl's also 26. So, she might be real and she better be real or I'm going to be one mad son bitch because I done showed her to everybody and everybody's looking forward to meeting her and stuff like that. So I'm hoping like hell that Nicole is really a real person and that I'm not being catfished. Because I do love this girl and it's possible for you to fall in love with pictures and shit, and especially when y'all are talking like every day. So Nicole, please be real. I have faith in God and in you, or at least I have faith in you. I do believe that God won't let me be like catfished twice in the same year. Then again, my luck is that bad. And if it does turn out to be a catfish, I'll be sure to put it on here, plus all of the pictures that she sent me, because she can blackmail me with all the pictures that I sent her. All right, but I'm pretty sure that this is legit. Now, I will say this, there should be a law that, without question, without doubt, if you are catfishing people, the maximum penalty should be 15 years. No excuses. The maximum penalty should be 15 years. If you are on the computer making people fall in love with you and taking their money and getting their hopes up and all this other bullshit and, hacking someone else's pictures and taking their shit and making someone fall in love with someone who doesn't really know anything about this is like a double crime. First is identity theft. Secondly, you're enticing people to bring bodily harm to someone else. So I think honestly that catfishing should be in one of those like major crimes, like fall under the case of murder. Kind of like the same thing with the Craigslist killer or the Facebook rapist or whatever the hell this shit is. Maybe it was the Craigslist rape. I don't know what the fuck it is. I know it was some social media shit where dude got a message from the chick and it was her ex-boyfriend who sent his people to her to like rough her up and fuck her and then try to kill her, and no matter how many times she says no, they're supposed to keep going and stuff like that. And that shit should be a fucking major crime. That should be right up in there with murder and rape. It shouldn't count as a white collar crime. It shouldn't count as a blue collar crime. That shit should count as one of those major crimes up there with murder and rape, because you can get somebody seriously fucking hurt. And I mean, if I find out that I'm being catfished again, I'm gonna be really fucking upset, and I'm gonna have to make me a trip to the Philippines, and this is gonna be a problem. But I don't really think that someone who's catfishing you would actually give you their actual addresses. So that is probably why I don't think that I'm being catfished, and why I pray like hell that I'm not being catfished. So, and if I am, then I'm the dumbest man in America, and we already know that that's the truth. But, like I said, I really do love this girl, and I really do hope that she's real, because we talk every day, and, it's kind of killing me that I don't have her beside me. So hopefully she'll get here and we'll video blog together. But I've been catfished earlier this year, and I didn't put her face on the thing, but I sent her a message and told her, that shit's not cool, and the best thing you can do is leave me alone, because honestly, there should be cops that we should be able to take our stuff to when we feel we're being catfished, and they should be able to track the IPs and all this stuff. I know they already got cops that can track the IPs, but we should be able to do that. It's the same way, like if you're gonna track somebody who's trying to get a child to come to see you to fuck them and all that shit. It's the same bullshit. But the thing is, you should have to pay for your crime if you're catfishing anybody. I mean, no matter what, you should have to pay for that. And I say the maximum penalty should be 15 years. Without question, hard labor, because that will give you time to think about the shit that you've done, the pain that you've caused people. Because when you fuck with somebody's emotional well-being, there's no telling how they're gonna react. And I talk about things like this all the time because I was bullied as a child. I took nunchucks to school, not as a safety precaution. I took nunchucks to school as a means of I planned on using them motherfuckers, But when I remembered who the hell I was, and I remembered that I was a 6-year-old street fighter that fought in the streets until I was 12, I realized I didn't need the nunchucks. All I needed was to get a hold of just one of them and show them not to fuck with me. So I was watching Web of Lies, and now it's got me scared. You know what I mean? Because, these things happen all the time. All the fucking time. And it should be illegal to catfish people. And I hope that if I get famous enough, that would be the first thing that I would go to the United States government. I would go to fucking NATO. I would go to the UN. And I would say, look, man, this shit's happening all over the world, and y'all need to put a stop to this shit. All over the world. Every continent, every state, every country. The main capital cities. It said, y'all need to check people. And make sure that y'all just, start invading privacies if you have to. Because you know what? Sooner or later, if not one of your children or somebody close to you, somebody's going to get hurt for people doing this dumb shit. And I think that it needs to come to a stop. And I think that for the most part, it messes up people who actually really are looking for love and hoping to find it. Now I could die tomorrow and this video will be posted, and, because shit happens. No one's guaranteed tomorrow. But I would like to hope that if I was being catfished again, that they would at least, be like, damn, we didn't mean to kill you, and we're sorry we put you through all this shit, and that they would pay the price for it. And the first girl to catfish me, oh gosh, she was beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And so I'm a little weary of Nicole because she's drop dead fucking gorgeous too. And I'm like, God, I just hope like hell that nobody's hacked some girl in the Philippines site and then took all of her photos and then sent them to me, because I done sent photos back, and it, among other things, so that's it's a really hard pill to swallow. And like I said, I have addresses, so if anything does happen to me, I have them saved, among other things, so that if this goes completely wrong, I know where to find people. Not that they can't move, but you can change your name, you can't change your DNA. And you can't change where you can change where you live if you just move. But sooner or later you'll slip. And the thing about being catfished, I got catfished the first time. And I'm not ashamed to say it. Like I said, the girl was beautiful, but she was talking about being a missionary, and her mom died in Africa. And I know as a military man that companies can't go to other countries without some kind of death insurance in case things like terrorist things happen, or you work for the company and you like mysteriously die or you catch Ebola or some shit, they have insurance to quarantine you and get your ass back to the States or wherever your origin country's from. So that kind of threw me. And then I had my brother's girlfriend check the phone number, and the phone calls and texts were coming out of fucking New York. It was like, she told me she was in fucking Africa and needed $580. So, once the phone got checked, and then I checked her Facebook, and on her Meet Me, she said she had kids. And I had talked to her, and I told her, I don't have a problem dating chicks with kids. It's just it depends on the age of the kids. And then when I found her on Facebook, she didn't have any kids at all. So that kind of fucked me up a bit. It's when I kind of caught on to, okay, you're catfishing me. And I would appreciate it if you just leave me alone now so I don't have to go get the law involved. In hindsight, I kind of wish I would have got the law involved, but what do you do? What do you tell them? Like, yeah, I'm talking to this broad online and she's catfishing me. Okay, well, as long as you don't send her any money, there's really nothing you can do. And there's nothing they can do. But it should still be a law against catfishing. And the penalty, I'm sorry, because I would never do that to anybody. The penalty should be 15 years hard labor. For guys, girls, whoever the fuck, your goddamn dog, if it's catfishing somebody, should all have to pay the same damn price. Because you can't fuck with people like that, man. Especially lonely people like me, who are very vulnerable to heartstrings being pulled. My name is James Williams Jr. This is Comfort Habit number 2. I want to thank you guys very much for listening to my fucked up ass life. And keep praying for me so I can keep praying and pray that God gives me strength to carry on. Again, my name is James Williams Jr. This is Comfort Habit number 2. And this one's about catfishing. Now, I will say I do love Nicole, and I pray to God that she's real. I pray to God that she is real. And hopefully we'll be together real soon. My name is James Williams Jr. This is Comfort Habit number 2. I'm Audi 5000. This is hopefully the last video for the night.